Okay, so right now, excuse me, we've been playing Zasalamel for about a week now. So I wanted to take a page out of a lot of FGC books and basically see how a professional gets it done. So I would honestly recommend, if you're picking up a new character and you're heavily invested, to first of all play around with the character, do some matches. Don't necessarily worry about specific character-to-character matchups, just play. From there, go to the lab, see what you're struggling with, specific things. Combo should be the last thing, really. You want to learn, essentially, situations, what you should be using the majority of the time, poking tools, approach tools, etc., etc. 3D games, it's going to be a little bit more than 2D games, but, I mean, they sort of go hand in hand. From there, you pretty much want to research what someone else does with your character. Someone who's been playing a long time, and just honestly copy what they do. Copy what they do, mimic, and because most of the time they're going to be using what you want to see how much you can figure out on your own, and then you go to compare and see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, etc., etc. So there's a couple of Zasalamels. I don't know who specifically this is. I kind of just typed in high-level Zasalamel matches, which you can pretty much do for anybody or any game. So let's see. And I clicked on OBS. Damn, that's tight. It's a real cool costume, actually. I actually need to make some custom costumes now that I think about it. Sidestep. So already, I got a lot just to say. So, from the little bit I have been playing, I was playing mostly aggressive characters or opponents. And Zasalamel, he's a character that, on paper, his frame data, he is the worst. I wasn't too keen on SoulCalibur, basically, tier list, and I don't really concern myself. That doesn't really determine what characters I pick. But Zasalamel, on paper, he's got it hard, because his his fastest move is 12 frames, man. And you got everyone else who, most of the time, usually got at least a 10-frame move to jab or poke with. And Zas, he's got it hard. But he does have it good because he's got really good range, and he has decent abilities to keep pressure on you if you use it right. With his, forward AA, he can pull you in. It's both highs, but you can duck after the first hit, even if you block it. But the best thing is to mix that in with forward AB, and which is not, it's safe on block, but if you use that correctly, you make your opponent basically respect your offense. You got to make it your game and slow it down to your speed. So, like from the jump, sidestep, forward BA. And it already got that curse on him because basically, if you're not doing anything, you're not going to get anything combo-wise with Zaz if you're not landing curses. Your main objective is basically curse. Using 4K to punish if any move, because that's 12 frames, and that's basically a short range high. So if you're not doing, forward AA, like the slash, and then into the curse, which is pretty much bread and butter. To get curses, you should be. Or blocking. Jab, jab. I'm surprised he got that out, because at that point, that's when you know you have an opponent that respects you. Really just waiting. Nice. And he just wants to curse. I respect the fact that he didn't go for the combo. That was good. Forward A. Plus frames. Oh, shit! That was so good. Okay. So, I like how he's playing this ass. I don't know who this guy is in Japan. But I do like how he uses Zasalamel. He's not concerned with the combo game at all. He knows that the curses are the most important. And essentially any open opportunity, so he already had one curse on him. He could have gone for actually a pretty decent combo, but it would have led him backwards. That's the thing. Zasalamel's combos are sort of weird because depending on the situation, you could just ring somebody out, but if you go for the combo by mistake, but because of muscle memory, you can end up actually pulling them back and putting yourself in a bad situation. So instead, he goes for Worldo, afterwards, which resets the neutral. And just using just good simple pokes. You use a lot of kicks with Zasalamel, and then from there goes from B kick at the same time, which if you cancel it, you can actually cancel out of it with guard. If you do kick afterwards, basically it allows you to do put a curse on somebody, but that leaves you at +4, and it's a really good setup tool. I'm still working on how to use that right. Luckily, he was in a good situation to use it. And luckily, he's at the wall, so he's going to respect what he does. I mean, I would honestly think most people would spaz out, but this is high-level play. Ugh, and then ends it. Good shit. And that's another problem with Zas. His shit is linear. Very, very linear. Good combo. Ooh, back kicks into... What's it? I will say that's a move I try to use more with Zasalamel. I've never seen it used a lot, but it actually is pretty good. Double back kicks? The sweet chin music? I didn't know it combos into up BK. Because I was looking for something to end that with. That's pretty damaging. So sweet chin music is it's a low... I always get those confused. It guard impacts lows. So... that would be a low crush. I almost said as a high crush. Or might have that backwards. Anyway. Guard impacts lows. Real good moves. Got decent range on it. It's pretty safe on block if I remember right. Good way to use it. And then put in good position. Good guard impact. Get more curses. Good sidestep. Damn. Because he's being greedy. Nice sidestep. Good duck, though. That's just character knowledge against Mitsurugi. Oh, okay. So I was for real looking for something to do with that. So 2 curses, you can get back forward B. Okay. So I was for real looking for something. On 1 curse, it's just neutral. So that 1 combo. Nice. He's good at playing the in-game with Zas, which is... not easy. I wouldn't recommend it actually because he's just not good at it. Ugh. Ooh. I've never found a good reason to use that low. That was back B or down back. It's a good setup. I like it. I personally would have used just down AB because just a good break move. I think there's a counter hit for Mitsurugi. Counter hit state. Damn, respecting the offense. Damn, he's getting those break attacks in. Woo! Shit! Dropped the combo though. So Worldo. Or forward B, keeping it safe. Now you just gotta poke him out. Did he get hit? He did. He might die. Ooh, shit. I think that's... oh, that's just... okay, never mind. I thought that was a counter hit. That's just upgraded attack. Nope. Unsafe, my friend. Ooh. I'm surprised he's not going for break attacks. Woo! Caught him running! That's the big boy. So one thing I'll say about, even though his frame data isn't the greatest, Zasalamel's got mad hype combos. Like, I fucking love that. Fucking reversal and yeah. His combos are mad hype. I love him. Alright. I personally need to get more character-specific knowledge. That's one thing that's gonna make all the difference. So doing that before Faustians is gonna be tough. At least I need to at least know what the characters do. So we'll see. I have to put a lot of work in. Nice. That was pretty wash. But not too much to say besides the fact that it just got outspaced. Like, that was a wash. Like, it was over before it even started. I like that reverse. Dude, there's a really good setup. So, after that normal combo, bread and butter, down AB, and then in the quarter circle back, BK. It's a high starter, but on the way back, it's a good-ass break attack, and it's safe on block. Nice. Nice. Woo! Getting touch from long range. Stop hitting shit. Fuck out of here, Maxi. No nunchaku. Go for the impact. Ooh! Big boy. Oh, he didn't finish it. Just went for the setup. Good. Good. Woo! Okay, I'm underestimating that low. Use it more. Zasalamel's poke game is actually mad good if you can just space it correctly. Like, he's the king. I'd say along with Astaroth and, I mean, Siegfried, he's just good. A lot of like high tier characters. I'm not familiar with tier lists in SoulCalibur, but weapon wise, like long range weapon characters, Siegfried, Astaroth, who else? Fuck it, Hilda. I think Hilda's got the same problem that Zasalamel has. Is like she doesn't have any close range moves that really control space, like Zhangguan, Sophitia, and a lot of short weapon characters. Which, I mean, learning this game, I've found, is not nearly as daunting as I thought it would be. Just basically because since it's weapon-based, it's kind of easy to know what you're capable of. Like, if you're playing Maxi, you're probably going to be up close, laying on pressure with nunchucks and mostly kicks. If you're Siegfried, it's kind of a balance between, like, heavy-hitting break attacks and, I mean, pretty... So he's a good balance. I don't know. His attacks are deceptive because he has the different stances. Galfred not Galfred. Geralt. Jesus. Geralt is like a good character to start the game with. Like, if anyone's interested in the game, Geralt or Mitsuru. Well, yeah, let's just say Geralt would be a good character to learn because he's just basically dual sword character, and I'm not necessarily sure how to play him, but just weapon-wise, the little bit I have done, he's just pretty good to pick up. Because he's got magic, that's meter-based, and then he's got swords. And that's pretty much it. Or Sophitia, that's another good character, because sword and shield, pretty simple. What is it? Ooh. You ducked? She knew? Oh, I forgot how to do that. That's a really good move to use. Oh, that's reversal edge cancel. I don't know how to... I forgot how to use that. That's such a good move. I've used it accidentally once. And even though I used it accidentally, I'm like, fuck. I was like thinking there's a move I'm not using. I'm pretty sure that cancels with guard. I'm not sure. But that's a good, like, round ender. Like, if someone's got a curse on them and you, like if they got 2 or 3 curses on them, whatever, and even one, and they're not, they're falling asleep at the wheel, canceling into that after reversal edge, that shit is real good. That shit is mad cheap. Gotta get good at that. That stuff is real cheap. I learn a lot. Learning a lot here. Oh, the costumes, Zasalamel. Is that the the devil for not devil, the Grim Reaper from Live or Die, or Let It Die? Zasalamel with a little cultural appropriation. Keeping the pressure on. I think the mirror match is just going to really depend on the frame data. Ooh, respect the frames. Need a block. I will say, I think more than any other character, at least from what I've played, Zasalamel's kicks are like his most valuable thing. One of his most valuable tools for in-game pressure, because you're going to need them. So, I mean, that's one thing I've learned that's super important. You have to use... Some characters can get away without using kicks just because they got fast horizontal moves, but Zasalamel, he needs them. Like, for real, you cannot get by really without them. Damn, keep hitting on thick. That's it. Oh yeah, back forward A B or back forward B. Space more with that. And breaking the forward throws. Worldo. Worldo da! Kono Zasalamel. Stop Zasalamel. Stop Platinum. Worldo. Bring it on. I'm surprised you're getting away with that move. Woo! Got two of them! Two curses! Worldo! Oh, more curses, bitch! That's the... Oh, dude, that's the mix. At the wall? Down. Back into it. Curse, curse, curse. Fuck, man. That shit is mad good. Oh, I didn't think about that. I'm just thinking combos. I'm thinking small game. Not big game. You can land hella curses and reset people. Ooh, got sidestep. It's safe on block and it's got a fairly decent hitbox, but that stuff is sidesteppable as hell. Evo under pressure. Ooh. Getting downloaded. Oh, we're just going for the curses? Ooh, we don't care about combos, boy. We care about curses. Oh, I don't know what that means. He got him at max range. Ooh. You gonna get it? Pretty good. Thank you, TT Games. Alright. So what we learned. A lot of moves. I'm using a lot of the good moves, but I just need to use them better. I need to better understand character matchups, which in this game is not too bad. It's mostly player-specific things. Not saying that character matchup knowledge is not important in SoulCalibur 6. It's just certain things people do specifically. I'd say more than Tekken, because like I said, it's all based on weapons. Because if you can kind of feel people out, essentially you can, like, for instance, if I'm playing Talon, probably don't want to be super close to her, because she's going to control range with, or control the in-game fight with the Tofons, I think it was what weapons are called, or any people who have weapon-specific, basically, things. You can kind of feel it out. But I just need more practice in general with how the game works. I had to learn how to use resist impact and reversal edge, because that stuff is not... Resistance impact is more important because that's like Season 2 stuff. Reversal edge I learned is not that important because that stuff is real sidesteppable. For matches I have seen, don't need that too much. Probably will never see it in like high-level matches because it's just not too viable. It's just like a sometimes thing, if not even that. It sucks to be enclosed as Zasalamel. That's pretty much it. Controlling space is just the name of the game. Controlling spaces and curses, like two main objectives. I'm still tossing up Astaroth though, because I want to learn both of those guys. But Zas, I'm still enjoying, and so I want to understand a bit more before Faustine, so I can make a better decision. I mean, other than that, SoulCalibur 6 is fucking a blast. Even though I'm still getting spanked a little bit, but that's gonna change. So as soon as I understand, I think at this point I understand enough to where once I start playing more, it'll all start to click. Because since I've started playing, it was like, oh, I'm learning this, oh, I'm learning that. So I think I'm at the point where I'll start to pick up a bit more steam, and I like that feeling because I used to not be able to tell at that moment. I'm like, man, I still got more to do. Like, there's still more to realize how much. I still realize how much I suck, and now I'm at the point where like I still suck, but I know what I'm doing, and I understand what I need to be doing even more so, and that's just learning a new game or a new character. So, if you want me to do more of this, just let me know. I mean, want me to do more. If you talk more about like matchups and stuff like that, I can try my best. I'm gonna do more of these every now and again, just to kind of give a good example. And like, it's all right to pick up a new character. It's all right to, it's not that bad to try to learn someone else or learn a new game, because that's all the fun of it. If you enjoy the work, then it's not a big deal. So, peace out, guys. I got more work to do.